next to you because you got it going on today. Clap your hands for yourself. Behind this podium, I said, I will pick this thing up if you don't give me something I can walk around with. I want you to realize today that you are simply unique. You are simply special. And today this conference was put on just to empower you, to educate you, to let you know that you're beyond Miss Cover Girl, to let you know that you're beyond MAC makeup. We all use makeup. I know I get it because I don't want to walk outside looking like a raccoon. I got dark circles under my eyes. I'm not cool with that. But my makeup does not define who I am. I know who I am on the inside. See, some of us put makeup on because we want to disguise who we really are. Makeup is meant to make up, enhance your natural beauty. It's not meant to cover up who you really are. Some of us have been broken. We come from broken homes, broken backgrounds. We've been in broken relationships. Our heart has been broken. We all come from different broken parts of life. Life is not fair. We all have been given a hand in life where you feel broken. But you all wake up every day. How many, raise your hand if you're in high school? Okay. Give it up in high school. Come on now, give it up. Raise your hand if you're in college. If you're in college. Okay. Give it up for yourself. And let me break it down just a little bit. Raise your hand if you're in elementary. All right. Okay, give it up. We have young ladies from different parts of life. You're all in different stages of life. But one thing that we have in common is what I just opened up by telling you is that you are an expensive original. You have no need to look to the left and to the right to compare yourself to your sister in a way where you're going to be jealous. No, life is not about that. When you know who you are on the inside, you have no need to walk around trying to figure out who does she think she is. Maybe she knows who she is. It's time to find out who you are. Hello. But this is all about the making of who you are. Diamonds go through a different process. Like I said, the first process that a diamond goes through is that it's broken. Like I said, we come from broken backgrounds, broken homes, got broken dreams. You've been, your boyfriend broke up with you 1,000 times, so your heart is broken. Oh yeah, been there, done that. Sick of it. Then the second phase that a diamond goes through is that it's going to be cut. It's going to be cut. You're cut out specifically for your part in life. You're not meant to look like her because you're cut out specifically for your role in life. I know all about this broken and cut phase because when I was in high school, I came from a broken home. That meant that I had a lot of anger on the inside. Thank goodness we all have gift, skills, and talents. My talent at the time, I was very athletic. I ran track in high school, and I was very good enough to earn a track scholarship to college. But all that anger that I was feeling on the inside while I was a teenager, because I was rebellious as well. I was the kind of teenager where my mother would try to tell me something, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You too old, you don't know nothing about this. She knew all about that. I didn't know. I took that out on a track and field. And again, I earned a college scholarship. Went on to college, did very well my freshman year. I became all national. But when you don't have any discipline within yourself and you go away from home and can't nobody tell you, wake up and go to school, did you do your homework? No one's there to tell you that. Then life becomes like this. And that's what happened to me. I began to do drugs. I was suicidal. I was all of those things because I was still trying to find who I was on the inside. My sophomore year, I became pregnant. And we used a condom. It didn't work. The only thing that works is to keep your legs closed, baby. Keep your work. That's the only thing that's going to work. Yeah, I'm going to say it again. Keep it closed, keep it tight, keep it right. Keep it tight, keep it right. That's the only thing that's going to keep you from getting pregnant. But I got pregnant. Unexpectedly. Unintentionally. Didn't mean to. But one decision can change your life forever. Let me tell you how powerful, how quickly your life can change in one instant. Because right now I want to give somebody some money. And oh, come here. Come here. What's your name? Okay. How old are you? You're 15. You're in the sophomore. What school do you go to? Is that Corbin's? All right. Okay. Now, what do you see yourself? What do you want to do? What do you want to be when you grow up? Here's that big question. Oh, okay. Now, so she want to be a Miss Police Officer. She want to protect the citizens of the country, correct? So that means that you're not afraid. You're not afraid, even though you're reacting shy right now. So here's the situation. What do you think will hold you back from becoming a police officer? Okay, so when I said I had some money, you were quick to raise your hand. So hold your hand out. Hold your hand out. Now hold it out like you're ready to receive. Okay, what are you doing? Hold your hand out like so. Right. So I'm gonna reach in my pocket. Okay. Hold. I'm serious. Bam. What is that? Okay. Why are you acting as if this is not worth something? So, what can you do with this? Okay, so let's talk about this real quickly. So you have a penny, right? I want to give you one of them. You can choose which one you want. You gotta let me know which one you want. Okay. Now, tell me why you chose the 20. Tell us why you chose the 20. Okay, it's been about, I think about 2 minutes, right? Before you came up here, how much money do you have in your pocket? You didn't come with nothing, right? So in 2 minutes, your life changed by one decision you decided to make for yourself. And what you just did was recognize the value and how the higher value applies to your life and how it can benefit you and your immediate future, correct? The same way you just made that quick decision, I gave you a penny, you was like, right? This isn't me. That's how life is. You cannot allow people who are of the value of the penny to come in your life and mess up your dream to become a police officer. You got $20. But see, let's give a round of applause. You don't have to hug me. You're the one who made the decision. I'm the one with no money now. Going back to when I was in college, here's the situation. Pregnant, sophomore year, unexpectedly. I had to drop out of college. All by a decision that I decided to make. Drop out of college, come back here to Lake County, it's a small county, everybody do this right. I'm very embarrassed, I'm very ashamed, I'm suicidal, I am depressed. I don't have a plan off of the track and field because when I was in high school, I did not care about my academics. I did enough just to run track on Friday, but I didn't do enough to become that scholarly student. So I didn't see myself outside of an athlete. How could I contribute back to society? So here I am. I'm 19, I'm broken, I don't know my purpose outside of the track and field, and I was suicidal, I was about to abort my son. Thank God I did not abort him. He's 16 today, he just walked in bed for a sandwich and he's playing basketball over there at CLC right now. But my point is this, at that time, when you are in a situation you don't understand your purpose and you're in what I experienced as a crisis, you need a support system. And this is why Sister to Sister is so important. Because this is a support system. Some of you don't have support at home. It's important that you connect with a support system so you can be surrounded by people who are not going to let you fail in life. See, often when I was running track, you can't get the coach mixed up with a hater. See, the coach is not going to care about how you feel. The coach is going to coach you to your best potential, even though it hurts with training to get there. So people who come in your life, your friends are like bank accounts. The boyfriend you let in your life is either he's depositing or he's withdrawing. People are taking or they're withdrawing. You got to have balanced relationships. If you're always in a relationship and people is taking, you're not going to be yourself. You have to kick it with people who want to kick it with you and balance your relationship out. So here I am. And ended up, my long story short, the guy and I, we decided to get married. 18, 19, we was babies. We didn't even know what I do meant. I do the dishes, you do the laundry. I do me, you do me, you do nobody else. That's what that meant to us. We were kids. He was the only guy in his family to ever go to college. He came from Chicago, Robert Taylor Holmes. Mother was 12 when she had him. 12 when she had him. He was the only guy to go to college on a full basketball scholarship. He lost his scholarship when I became pregnant. Here we are, both kids don't know what to do. When you have limited education, you don't go beyond high school, you have no power in life. You cannot predict your future. This young lady made a decision in 2 minutes. Now she got $20 in a pit. She didn't have that 2 minutes ago. But my point is this. Long story short, we were married for 4 years. In the marriage, we ended up having 2 sons. My youngest son is back there recording for me. Thank you, baby. Hey, his name is Jay Goody. My point is this. I have a high school diploma. He had a high school diploma. We work in factory jobs. Anything and everything we could do to try to make it and survive. It didn't work out. The marriage was abusive. It was physically abusive, verbally abusive. When you don't know who you are, it's hard to connect with someone and on that level when you're so young. Long story short, the marriage didn't work, and I decided to go my way and he went his way. My way meant going back to school. I came back here to the College of Lake County. In 2000 and 2001, I was walking through these very halls as a student, going to math class, going to English class, trying to pursue my dreams as a single mother now charged to raise 2 boys on my own. Wasn't receiving any child support. 2 years later, my ex-husband, he's now doing 25 years in prison. 25 years in prison. He hasn't seen his sons in 11 years. He fathers them by letter today. I had no other choice but to make it. I heard in my spirit, go back to school. I didn't hear stop at a certain point. That's why I got my doctorate. That's the highest degree you can get. I wanted my sons to see their mother successful and not give up. Going through the breaking and the making phase never stops just because you're a teenager and you're in college right now. You will be tested and tried. We can all go to the same basketball game right now under the same roof. But just because we go in the same building, we may not be cheering for the same team. My point is this. When you're trying to pursue your dream, you're trying to pursue your goals, you can't share it with everybody. Everybody is not going to cheer you on in life. Because just as I mentioned, we can go to the same basketball game, people are going to boo and people are going to cheer. It depends on what team you're going for. When you start going for your dreams, you can't share with people who don't want to see you win. People who want to boo you off the stage of destiny and purpose. You have to understand that certain people will take your dream and make it into a nightmare. So you have to protect your dream. I start cutting people off left and right. When I realized that education was for me, and I started doing certain things and habits, people started falling off left and right. This meant that I was very lonely. I felt isolated. I was hated on. I was talked about who she thinks she is. I know who I am. At that time I didn't, but I was on the pathway to discovery. But like that diamond that's being made, it's broken. It's cut. The third phase of the diamond is that it's going to be shaped. See, this is why you join programs like Sister to Sister. This is why you go to school every day, so you can be shaped and molded into the shape that fits your purpose, your destiny. Track taught me to run in your lane. You're not running in anybody else's lane. This is your lane assignment in life. You are in your own movie. You are the star of your own movie. What are people going to see every day when you wake up? What is the end of your movie? What is the end of your story? Life isn't fair, but it's what you make of it. It's not about being first all the time. It's about enduring to the end. It's about crossing the finish line even with tears in your eyes and snot coming out your nose. You still cross that finish line. Certain people have to stick their head out just to get over the finish line. But at least you get over the finish line. The finish line is becoming that police officer that you want to be. Whatever your finish line is in life, this is why you're here today. to cross that finish line. And you're surrounded by people who want to coach you to the finish line. See, in my life, I had a mentor, and I still have a mentor to this day. You need a mentor to help you work out your dreams. Yeah, and it was so funny. I was in the hallway, and so I saw a young lady. She just read my book cover. She said, if you could birth the baby, birth your dreams. I'm not trying to birth my baby. Yes! That was real, though. But here's my point. If you do happen to come upon a situation like I found myself upon, teenage, pregnant teen, the reason why I titled that book, If You Can Birth Your Baby, You Can Birth Your Dreams, the dream begin after the push, is because that's exactly what it is. When you're pregnant with purpose on the inside, you're carrying something, you're carrying your desires, your passion, your dream. Oftentimes, your pain produces the passion that you need to see your dreams come to pass. So just like when you're pregnant for 9 months, you can be pregnant with purpose. But just like when you get down to that 9th month, that 10th month, and that pain, that contract, everything that you feel in the physical realm, it's the same thing that's going to take for you to push your dreams out. It's the same type of pain, the same type of learning process, the same type of uncomfortability that you're going to feel to push your dream out. But see, that's not what's going to make you successful. It's pushing out the baby coming whether you want the baby to come or not. It's about raising that dream once it does come. It's about taking care of your dream once it does come to fruition. Whatever your dream is, you're carrying it right now. And what you need to realize is that while you're pregnant with the dream, just as a girl is pregnant, she has a nurse and a doctor there to help her. Oftentimes you have people, you're going to need a mentor to help you, just like that nurse is there to help you and let you know when you need to push, when you don't need to push. That doctor is going to see things in you that you cannot see. The doctor's on the other end of you when you're pushing. That mentor, that coach, that sister, that friend in your life, she's going to see things that you cannot see within yourself. And even though it may hurt you and pain you to listen to what the advice that she's giving you, ultimately, it's going to be to your benefit. This is all about, this conference is about you becoming the expensive original that you were created to be. The shiny diamond that you were created to be. I don't see any cubic zirconias in the house. You're not no fakes. You're not no wannabe. You're an expensive original. You are a diamond. You are precious. And don't let nobody come in your life and steal that from you. You are the blank check. Today, when you leave this conference, you will write your value on that check. Don't let nobody write your value for you and tell you what you're not and what you can't, and you didn't do this and you didn't do that. You have to become your own cheerleader when nobody is cheering for you. And I'm sorry to bust your bubble, but oftentimes when you go for your dreams, just like an eagle, you'll find yourself alone. You'll find yourself soaring alone. So I just kind of want to just let you know today that you are the bomb. Right? You're the bomb. You're focused. You are. I've been through it. I understand it. I never thought in the year 2001, walking through these halls as a student, that today in 2008, I would be risen up to be one of the youngest associate deans in this school, in this region. That wasn't what I thought about. Because at that time, I was making $500 a month. 2 kids, no public aid, no nothing. Washing cars, didn't have any shame because my kids needed to eat. But I was going to school full time. And I had a vision for myself. And I knew that if I kept on pressing, kept on going, we'd get closer and closer to the prize, to the success story. Sleeping on my mother's floor, didn't have anything. Today I'm a homeowner, I drive whatever I want, I bought my parents' car. But my point is that it's not about the things. It's about finishing the race. Today, I know who I am. I don't have to look to the left or right and say, well, am I good enough? Am I smart enough? As a matter of fact, I hang around people who are smarter than me. I hang around people who make me want to go home and open up my dictionary and say, what did she say? How do you spell that? Because I always aspire to do greater things. If you're the smartest person in your crew, find a new crew. Sorry, find a new crew. Because you need to be around people who are going to sharpen you. You need to be around people where you're going to grow. And don't be intimidated by something that you're not used to. Because change promotes growth. I want to end by saying this. You are all valuable. If you wasn't valuable, you wouldn't have adults here who care about you enough to pick you up to make sure that you're here safely. Put something in your hand and make sure you have something to go home with and read and ponder. This is an example of how valuable you are. So you may not hear it in your home. You may not have no one at home to speak life into you. But today, we all want you to know that you are valuable, you're an expensive original, and you are worthy of pursuing your dream. Why don't you end by giving your dream a round of applause?